It will be slightly different if you're looking to buy an off-plan property or a resale or a newly built property. First of all, in both cases, you would go and find yourself a property, and then you would be expected to pay a deposit, which we always recommend. It's a refundable deposit. And then from the day you pay your deposit, we always also recommend you have your independent lawyer, somebody that you find who starts doing some checks about the property. And in some cases, some reputable agents, I know quite a few of them do, may have done a due diligence report on that complex already. So you should ask for that document as well if that's already done. So your lawyer could do slightly less work and use those data. And then while the checks are done, what's being checked, whether this property has building license, whether it will be subject to habitation license when it's complete, or does it already have one? Is the person who is selling this property to you the real owner? Is the title deed clean? Everything that needs to be checked will be checked by your lawyer. And then a contract will be drafted, and the contract needs to be exchanged. Upon exchange, you would be expected to pay about 10 to 30% of the purchase value at that stage. And we would always recommend your contract to be signed before a Turkish notary. Why I say that? Because it's very different in Turkey than in the UK. When you have a contract, you would not have any rights against that property just because you have the signed contract. It would only give you the right, if things don't go well, to get a refund for your money with its interest. But when you have a notarized contract, that gets registered against the title deed in the land registry, which means that your right is secured for that property. But if you choose to do that, of course, it comes with an additional cost, about 1.5% of the purchase value the Turkish notary charges you. So there are other ways to secure your right on the property, depends on the property, such as getting a performance bond from the developer, which is for free. You can do that if the developer is okay to do it. It's like an open check. You take it, and then if things don't go well, you can just cash the check. And then there are registering a mortgage charge could be. So your lawyer would go through these things so that, as long as you buy from a reputable developer or an agent, everything should go smoothly, and it does in most of the cases, like 90%. But in case if it doesn't, you should have some sort of guarantees at every stage, and that's your lawyer's job to make sure that happens.